Hi, my name's Rachel and I'm a British Lung Foundation exercise instructor. I've made this video for those with a lung condition that have previously taken part in a pulmonary rehab programme and want to continue doing some exercises at home. Regular exercise can help you to breathe better, feel good and do more. Before you start, it's really important to ask yourself if you feel well enough to exercise today. Don't start if you have any of these symptoms, and certainly stop exercising if you start to experience any. The symptoms are chest pain or tightness, dizziness, nausea, if you feel clammy or cold, more wheezy than normal, if your joints and muscles hurt, or if you feel really unusually tired. If you have any new problems, seek advice from a health professional before you start exercising. This video contains a 30-minute exercise routine that starts with an essential warm-up and finishes with an equally essential cool-down. The main part of the session will focus on endurance exercises, which will help to improve your fitness and stamina, but will also challenge your breathing. There will be structured rest breaks throughout, but please take rests at any point that you need to. Only do what you can manage and what you feel comfortable doing. Remember, breathlessness is normal if you have a lung condition, and especially if you're doing exercise. So to ensure you're working at the right level, you should aim to work between a 4 to 6 on the Borg breathlessness scale. This would mean if you're talking, you'd need to pause for breath after every couple of words. If you're above a 6 on the scale and unable to talk because you're so out of breath, then please slow down or take a rest until you're able to regain control of your breathing. Equally, if you're below a 4 on the scale and can talk easily without much breathlessness, then maybe you could try to do a little bit more. You'll need a few things before you start. This includes a dining room chair if you want to sit to rest, or you can use it to hold on to. If you use a blue inhaler, please have that with you and use it when needed. Have water nearby and take small sips throughout the session, and make sure you're wearing comfortable clothes and fitted shoes. Feel free to pause the video and then restart when you've got the things together and are ready to go. So we're going to start with a warm-up. A warm-up is essential to do before you start the exercise. It helps to prepare your body by loosening the joints and warming the muscles to prevent you getting injured. To start with, sit nice and upright in the chair, good posture and your head up. We're going to start with neck rotations. So gradually and slowly start to turn your head one direction and then the other way. And repeat this and the other way. And again and the other way. One more time each way. Well done. We're going to go to chin to the chest now, so drop the head down and lift the head back up to neutral position. And again, and up, and down, and up, and one more time down, and up. Right, place the hands on the shoulders and you're just going to stretch up in the air and then change arms. Okay. If your shoulders don't like doing this, then you can just skip this exercise or you can do a smaller movement. Okay, one more time on each arm. Lovely. Pop the arms down to the sides and we're going to do some big shoulder circles now. So in a nice backwards movement. Good. And one more. Lovely. And we're going to change direction. So going forwards now, and one more. Good, and we're going to raise the arms in front just to shoulder height and then back down again. And one more, and then we're going to take the arms to the side. Good, and again. Well done. And then one more. Good. And then hands touching the shoulders. That's 1, 2, 3, and last time, 4. Good. Some side bends now. So we're going to keep a nice upright posture, but just tilt slightly to the sides. For this one, imagine you're sandwiched between two sheets of glass in the front and the back, and you can only tip down to the sides, so you can't tip forwards or backwards on this one. Okay, one more each side. Right, arms across the chest now, and we're going to twist the upper torso to look over the shoulder. One way and the other way. And again, one way and then the other way. Okay, third time, one way and the other way. Last one each way. The other way. Good. Okay, we're going to move on to some leg movements now. So you're just going to straighten the leg and then swap to the other one. This one, lean back in the chair so that you're supporting your lower back. This one's starting to activate the thigh muscle and also loosening the knee joints. Okay, one more in each leg. And then keep that leg out there and just circle the toes and go the other direction. Good, and change legs, some nice big circles. And the other way. Great, place both the feet flat on the floor and lift the heels and then the toes. Lift the heels and the toes, just to help to loosen the ankle joint up that bit further. Well done, last one. And we're going to march on the spot, nice seated march. And you can use your arms if you want to, just to make it that little bit harder. Now some heel digs, so tap the heel in front and bring it back to you. Alternating the legs, just a few. And then we're tapping out to the sides. Well done. Okay, and we're going to do little steps back. So tapping back and then back together. These are going to be similar footwork patterns to what you'll be doing in the endurance exercises in the next section. And side steps is the last one. So we're stepping and bringing the foot in towards. We're now going to start the endurance exercises, which contain 4 rounds. Ideally, start in a standing position if you can. So, the first exercise we're going to do is marching on the spot. Please start now. Stand up tall with a good posture, shoulders back and head up. If you feel you need to hold onto a chair or a worktop for balance, then that's fine. All of these exercises can also be done in a seated position if you feel this would work better for you. In the first section, we're going to do 5 exercises and each will last for 45 seconds. We want these first 5 exercises to be fairly gentle. After we've completed the 5, we'll have a rest break, but remember, you can rest when needed if you feel your breathing becomes above the severe level on the Borg breathlessness chart. We've just 10 more seconds to go before we change to the next exercise, so keep the feet moving. The next exercise is heel digs. You can hold on for balance if needed. With the heel dig, we tap the heel in front of you and then bring it back together with the other foot, still maintaining a good posture throughout. Keep your body weight centered and just tap the heel without placing much weight on it. Please go at a speed that's comfortable for you. If it could be slower or faster than me. If this isn't the first time you've done this video, try to reduce the number of rests you take with the ultimate goal of being able to do the whole video continuously. So just 5 seconds to go, keep up the good work. Right, we're changing to side taps now. Tap one foot out to the side and then bring it back in towards the other foot. If you need to hold on for this exercise, it's best done facing the chair so your legs have more room to move. If you're becoming more breathless now, then try to use this handy breathing technique called pursed lip breathing. It helps you to keep in control. So breathe in, ideally through your nose, and then breathe out through pursed lips as if you're trying to blow out a candle. Breathe out for double the time it takes you to breathe in. Breathing out for longer ensures that there is enough time for all the old air to come out, so there's more space for the fresh, oxygenated air to come in. Okay, changing to step backs now. With this exercise, tap your foot behind you and then bring it back in together with the other foot. Again, if you need to hold on, then face the chair to do this exercise. All of these exercises can be quite challenging for your coordination if it's the first time you've done them, but honestly, if you can practice them a few times, you'll get much better at coordinating your limbs and they'll start to do what you actually want them to do. Well done for sticking with this and keep those feet moving. We've just got one more exercise to go and we'll change in a few seconds. Okay, so we're changing to the final exercise in this set of 5. This exercise is sidestepping. So you take one foot out to the side and bring the other foot in towards it. If you're going to hold on, face the chair. So remember to keep going with your pursed lip breathing to keep in control of your breathlessness. If you need to slow down and take smaller steps, then that's fine. Or equally, if you want to speed it up a bit and take bigger steps, that's fine too. So keep going if you can. After this exercise, we're going to take a rest. Well done. Okay, you've completed the first 5 exercises. Good job. Now, if you don't need to rest, you can take an active recovery and continue to march on the spot. But if you need to take a rest, then that's fine. There are several ways you can position your body to help you to recover from breathlessness. At the minute, I'm standing but leaning forward, stabilising my arms on the back of the chair. This can help to keep your shoulders relaxed but also provide space for your diaphragm to work better. Or you can adopt this same approach but in a seated position. Or you can lean forwards further but try to keep your back straight and not hunched over. Please pause the video now if you require a longer rest break. Hopefully you've had enough rest and your breathing's returned back to normal, ready for this next round. This is round 2 of 4. As we did in round 1, we have 5 exercises of 45 seconds each, but in this round we're going to start to add some arm movements in. Please start marching on the spot now, and this time swing your arms. If you need to hold onto a chair, then please still do so. If you're only holding with one hand, then you can try to swing the other arm that's free. Lift the knees higher, move faster, or swing the arms more if you're not yet feeling breathless. Equally, if you're finding this too hard, then either slow down, do the legs only marching, or you can do it seated in a chair. We have about 10 seconds left before we change exercises now. Right, next on to heel digs. Try to move the same arm and same leg together, holding on if you need. You can speed up if needed by just moving the arms and legs faster. Or you can slow down and take it at a pace that's comfortable for you. Or you can do just the legs only. You might feel that this round's starting to challenge your coordination more. The more that you practice, the better you'll get. Remember to use the pursed lip breathing technique to help you to keep in control of your breathing. Next, we're changing to side taps and we're moving to the same side arm and leg together. If you're holding on with one hand, try to move the other arm in time with the legs, Or if you're holding on with both hands, then just try to keep those feet moving. Speed up your leg and arm movements if you feel you are not somewhat severely breathless yet. Or continue at your current pace if this feels right for you. Continue to breathe in through the nose and breathe out for longer through pursed lips. Well done. Moving on to step backs now, we're lifting the same arm forward to the leg that is moving backwards. This is one of the trickiest to coordinate. Hold on if needed with either one hand or both. The first time you do this, it may be very difficult to time your arms and legs together, but just do the best that you can, and with practice they will get more in sync. A tip is to start off the leg movements first and then gradually try to add the arms in. Well done, keep those feet moving. Finally, this is the last exercise in the round. We're sidestepping but also lifting an arm as we move. Ideally lift the same arm to the same direction that you're moving. Face the chair if you need to hold on to assist your balance. Bigger, faster movements will make this harder and increase the breathing rate, whereas if you feel you need easier options, you can slow down the movement, take smaller steps, do the legs only, or do it sat down in a chair. We've nearly completed this second round, so stick with it if you can. And well done, you've completed the second set of 5 exercises, good job. Now, if you don't need a rest, you can take an active recovery and continue to march on the spot, but if you do need a rest, then go for it. Here's a reminder of some of the positions you can take to help ease breathlessness. Leaning forward, stabilising the arms on the back of the chair, or you can adopt the same approach but in a seated position. Keep the back straight as you lean forwards. During this rest break, remember to have small sips of water and pause the video if you need a longer rest break. I hope you're all getting on okay and managing to have a good go at some of these exercises. We're past the halfway point now for this section, so keep doing what you can. Round 3 is similar to the previous round, but we're going to work opposite arms and legs. We're starting with marching on the spot, but this time we're pumping the arms with our elbows bent at 90 degrees. Hold on if needed, and also choose the correct speed for you so that you can sustain the activity. Faster if you can manage it, or slower, or seated if you feel you need to. Remember, this is your first week completing these exercises, so don't be discouraged if you're not able to do much. Just try and do as much as you can manage and work at a level where you're feeling somewhat severely to severely breathless. With regular practice, try to complete slightly more each time you complete the video. We're back to heel digs now, but this time try to move the opposite arm to the leg that's moving. This is definitely a challenge for your coordination, so hold on if you feel unsteady. Find a pace that works for you. Setting yourself goals can help to improve your fitness. For example, if you have to take rests within a round, then a potential goal could be to try to complete at least 1 full round without resting. Then try to build up to 2 full rounds, then 3, then until you can complete all the rounds. A further goal could be to be able to complete all rounds where you march on the spot instead of taking rests. Once you can do this, then try to pick up the pace of the movements. On to side taps, but we're moving the opposite arm to the leg that's moving. Again, this can be tricky to coordinate, so do the best you can. Hold on or do the exercise in a seated position if needed. Remember to use the pursed lip breathing in through your nose and out for longer through pursed lips, as if you're trying to blow out candles. Again, breathe in through the nose and out for longer through pursed lips. Here's a quicker pace if you want to increase what you're doing. or continue at your existing speed. Let's change to step backs now, this time moving the opposite arm to the leg that's moving. If you are struggling to coordinate your limbs, then get the leg movement going first and then try to add the arms in. Don't worry too much if you can't get the exact arm movement. So long as you're moving, then that's all that matters. Try and keep a sustainable, continual pace going. That's it, keep those feet moving, we're nearly there. This is the penultimate exercise before we have a break. Right, onto side steps, the final exercise in round 3. Try to move the opposite arm to the direction you're moving. For example, if you move left, lift your right arm. Again, tricky for the coordination. Round 4 will be easier, I promise. Still use the chair for balance if you need to. If you would prefer to do alternative arm movements for this sidestepping, then feel free to. Adding some claps or finger clicks can be quite fun. Try and keep going if you can, there's 10 seconds till we have a rest. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Well done, you're finished. Stop there. Either take an active recovery if you feel good and march on the spot, or take a standing or seated rest. Have some water and try to recover your breathlessness. Some of the positions I'm demonstrating may help you. Right, you'll be glad to hear we're on to the final round of exercises now. Let's start with a march and swinging both arms together. Try to maintain a good posture by standing upright with your head up. Hold on if you feel unstable at all, especially now as your legs and body are starting to feel more tired. If you're finding you're not moderately breathless, then try speeding the movement up or lift the knees higher. Let's try to sustain this exercise for the whole 45 seconds if you can. Use the pursed lip breathing to help stay in control of your breathlessness. Breathe in and out through pursed lips. Breathe in and out through pursed lips. Right, change to heel digs, and this time we're bending both arms at the same time. Hold if you need extra stability. This is the faster paced version if you want to speed things up a bit. At this point in the session you will be feeling more tired and may need to choose some of the easier options. You can either slow down, only do the leg movement, or try the movement seated in a chair. For some added motivation, this will be the last time you'll be doing this exercise today. On to side taps now, which is the third exercise in the round. Try to lift both arms at the same time. I'm doing some variations now, which will make the exercise easier and safer if you feel off balance. Here's the fast version if you're not yet moderately breathless. Tailor your speed to allow you to be somewhat severely to severely breathless. Remember, being breathless is not harmful to you in any way and actually will help you to become fitter in the long run. We're changing to step backs now, and this time we're lifting both arms together. Get those legs going first before you try to add the arms in. Feel free to use the chair to help with your balance if you feel at all unsteady. Stick at this pace and try to keep going until the end. Here's the harder version for those wanting a challenge. Try and keep this speed up for the whole time if you're not yet at a good level of breathlessness. You've just got 5 more seconds to go. Change to side steps, our final exercise. The end is very close now, so try your best to complete this. We're lifting both arms together while sidestepping. Keep up with the pursed lip breathing. Breathe in and breathe out through pursed lips. Breathe in and out through pursed lips. For those that still have some energy left, you can speed up and try to maintain this for the final few seconds. For everyone else, keep going with what you can manage. Keep going. Well done. And we're done. Hooray! Congratulations. You've completed your first week's endurance session. If you can manage it, I'd strongly advise staying on your feet and doing a few minutes of slow walking on the spot to gradually bring down your breathing and heart rate. Then you can take a short rest before we move on to the cool down section. We'll now complete the cool down. Hopefully you've had a few minutes of gentle walking on the spot to gradually lower the intensity from the main part of the session. We're going to perform some stretches to help to lengthen the muscles and return your body back to how you felt before you started to exercise. The first stretch we're going to perform is a calf stretch. This muscle is located at the back of your lower leg. Place your hands on the chair and split the legs. Bend the front leg and straighten the back leg. Make sure both of your feet are pointing forwards and the heel of the back leg is flat on the floor. Change legs over now, repeating this process. We're going to hold these stretches for approximately 15 to 20 seconds each. The next stretch we're going to do is a seated hamstring stretch, which stretches the muscles at the back of the thigh. Sit towards the edge of the chair so you can straighten the leg and place the hands just above the bent knee. Sit up tall and tip forwards until you feel a stretch at the back of the straight leg. If you want to increase the intensity of this stretch, you can bring your toes towards you so they point up towards the ceiling. You'll feel the stretch further down the leg. Change legs, swap the hands over, sit up tall and tip forwards. It's important while stretching to not hold the breath, so try to maintain regular breathing throughout all of these stretches. Just bring the toes towards you if you want to feel a deeper stretch. Remember to keep breathing here. We're going to change to a side stretch now, so place one hand on the hip and the other hand reaches up and over the body so you feel a stretch down the side. If you prefer, you can have both arms by the side. Either is fine, just so long as you feel a stretch down the side of the body. Remember to keep breathing here. And we're going to change now. Remember, if your shoulder doesn't like being in this position, have both arms by the side. We're now going to change to a seated upper back stretch. So link the fingers together, push the shoulders forwards and drop the chin down towards the chest. You should feel a stretch in the upper back and the back of the neck. Try to avoid the arms dropping down too far and remember to keep breathing throughout. Good, let's change to a chest stretch. So bring the arms behind the back, linking the fingers together, pulling the shoulders back, or have your hands facing down in the small of your back. Either is fine. The important thing is to pull the shoulders back, lift the lower rib cage up, taking the heart towards the sky. Keep breathing through this stretch. We're now going to move in to stretch the back of the shoulder. So bring one arm across the body and then hold near the elbow and pull that arm in towards you with the other hand. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed during this exercise. Change arms now, bringing the arm across the body, holding near the elbow and pulling that in towards you. Again, you should feel this stretching the back of the shoulder. Finally, we're going to stretch the neck. Sit nice and comfortably and tilt the ear down towards the shoulder. So you should feel a stretch in the side of the neck here. Change to the other side. Relax here as much as you can. Great, finishing move, breathing in through the nose and stretching up, and breathe out through pursed lips. Again, breathing in through the nose, stretching up, and breathing out through pursed lips. Last one, breathing in through the nose, stretching up, and out through pursed lips. And give yourself a clap. Congratulations, you've now completed all of this video. I've enjoyed taking you through the exercises today and I hope you find some benefit from doing them. Please try to complete this video again and next time try to do a little bit more than what you managed today. Remember, breathe better, feel good and do more.